Howdy folks, it's that time again for another DVD and Blu-ray update. Yeah, I did pick up some things, mostly bargain bins and upgrades, so do have a stack here, including 2 VHS tapes I really want to talk about. Without further ado, let's get right into them. First off, we have Appaloosa, starring Viggo Mortensen, Ed Harris, Renee Zellweger, and Jeremy Irons. Haven't seen it yet. It's one of those movies that's kind of been forgotten about, even though you see it everywhere. I don't think it did too well at the box office, but I'm willing to check it out. I enjoy westerns, so really looking forward to this. Next up, yesterday I picked up and upgraded my copy of Forrest Gump. Got the Sapphire series Blu-ray. Was able to get this, I think I got it at Walmart. I'm trying to think, I went to a couple of places. No, I got this at Target, I'm sorry. I got this at Target yesterday, so yeah. I am keeping my old DVD just to have a DVD copy of the movie. Even though the special features are on that edition or on this edition as well. Upgraded my copy of the Goonies, and these of course is $7.88 at Walmart, so really cheap. I've even taken the Crazy Jason route and made my own DVD and Blu-ray combo packs and just chucked the original case. Same with The Green Mile. And nice thing about this was it came with the ultraviolet copy. That's the nice thing about Walmart. And I upgraded, did the same thing there, even though this is the older DVD when it first was issued. I also upgraded my copy of Gremlins. Got the 25th anniversary edition. I held off on getting this. I picked this up at Best Buy because it was on sale. I held off getting this because I read on Blu-ray.com the transfer was not great. The special features were just the same. And at the time I was kind of being nitpicky about, okay, if the DVD version is not on, or the Blu-ray version is not on par with the DVD, why am I going to waste the money? Plus, for $10, I didn't think that was too bad of a price. And again, I did make my own combo pack of that. Picked this one up yesterday at Target, and I've been wanting to see this movie for quite some time, and it's the Clint Eastwood movie High Plains Drifter, and of course comes in the best of the decade slipcover, but all we do is slip that off, and it has the Blu-ray and ultraviolet copy. And I just don't like how Universal, Paramount, they're just so generic. Standardizing the disc art. Forgot to put the slipcover back on. Next up, I picked this up at Dave's Video, and I'm not really a big love story guy, but I thought I'd better pick this up because this is one of the movies that helped save Paramount Pictures back in 1970, and it is Love Story. That's right, this movie and The Godfather helped save Paramount Pictures back in 1970. and and not a bad film. You know, it's, you know, I'm not into chick flicks or whatever, but yeah, this is a worthy pickup to have a look at. I know this is out on Blu-ray, but hey, for real cheap, you know, couldn't pass it up. Next up is Monsters University. Did watch it. I thought it was very interesting for, you know, as an interesting sequel to Monsters Inc. And yeah, it's really fun to watch. Next up, upgraded my copy of The Passion of the Christ. Again, I did the same thing. Put my DVD in with the Blu-ray. This is not the 2-disc edition. This is the single disc single disc release that came out much later, because I had really wanted this on Blu-ray, and because this is a movie that is stunning to look at on screen. Just the way the cinematography is, it's just a beautifully made film. And like I said, a lot of upgrades this time around, and there's some original. Pick this up also at Dave's Video. Even though I have 2 of the movies on Blu-ray already in combo packs, but I thought I really want to get the other movies on Blu-ray, and just so I can have Blu-ray copies of them. And that is the Rocky Undisputed collection, which has Rocky 1 through Balboa. And if we open up, see, there's Rocky's 2 and 3, 4 and 5, Balboa, and the Rocky bonus disc. Now, the Rocky bonus disc is also found on the 2-disc Rocky collection, the 2-disc edition of the first Rocky movie. So that's all that is. But yeah, I'm glad to have this in my collection, and I'm going to post a movie of the week of that. So where I'm going to talk about all the Rocky movies. Again, upgrades. Spaceballs. Upgraded my copy of Spaceballs, the 25th anniversary edition. And I did put my DVD in there. Spaceballs, funny movie. This one is a blind buy, but I know it's a really good movie. Brian De Palma's The Untouchables. It was $7.88 at Walmart. Yeah. Now for $5, Urban Cowboy. Had yet to see. And I started watching this and I thought, you know, it's basically a country music version of Saturday Night Fever. It really is. If you boil it, put it on the stove and boil it down, it's a country music version of Saturday Night Fever. The difference being, not only does John Travolta dance, but he's also a bull rider, a mechanical bull rider. And last of the DVDs and Blu-rays, it is the 75th anniversary edition of The Wizard of Oz. Now, I almost didn't get this because I really wanted the 70th anniversary Emerald edition, which had the bonus DVD of When the Lion Roars, which was all about the MGM back in the 1930s and 40s, and which The Wizard of Oz would fall right into that category. But it was $12. It looks really, really good on Blu-ray. And plus, there's all new behind-the-scenes footage and features. So, needless to say, I am still keeping my 70th anniversary DVD, which is not even still not the best version to have, but there's some features that's on that DVD that's not on this, because there's an all new behind the scenes making of documentary of The Wonderful Wizard of Oz that's feature length. Well, also that had a version of Making the Wizard of Oz, which was done by Angela Lansbury, which is a good documentary in itself that aired on Turner. I think it aired on TNT or TBS, one of the two. But this one has an all new making of documentary that talks about the making of the film, and it goes into a little bit more detail about some of the politics and some of the studio handlings about making of the film, while the other one was more about casting and story and so forth. Now that's all the DVDs and Blu-rays, but I thought I better add this on because this is my favorite movie of all time, and I know I'm taking a step down when I'm bringing that out, and I'm double dipping, so, and I don't care because I like this movie that much, and it really pleases me to have both these editions of it. What am I talking about? E.T. the Extraterrestrial. 2 VHS copies of the film. But first, let's talk about this version. This is the 1988 MCA Home Video Edition. This was the first pressing of E.T. Now, the reason why I got this, I got these both at Goodwill, so, you know, $1. Now, the reason why I got this is because of the VHS tape design itself. Piracy back in its day was just coming about, and it was becoming a problem for the home video market. As a matter of fact, I think Steven Spielberg was very reluctant to release E.T. on VHS because of that. And he wanted to put a control on piracy. So, what they did was, if we take the box off, as you can see from the label, it's just your standard MCA home video label. But you'll see that the top of the tape is green. And also, the spokes are green as well. And even has, you can't really see it because of the glare, but there's a, let me see if I can do it right. There's a decal on the window there of the Universal logo at the time. And these things had to be on the tape to be considered a legitimate release. And fortunately, this is. Had all those things combined, and there we go. Now that was the 1988 home video release. There was a 1995 repressing of that with the MCA Universal home video logos, even though it was the same edition without the green spokes. It looked like just a regular tape. Now here is the 1996 THX remastered version, which came in a clamshell, and yeah, and it had a, what is it? How long is it? I'm trying to think of how long. I'm trying to see how long. It doesn't say, but it has a 10-minute long behind the scenes featurette that has been reissued on Laserdisc. Matter of fact, the Laserdisc version of this had a much longer hour had a feature-length documentary about the making of the film. And of course, I found that on YouTube and downloaded that to DVD. And that was issued on the Ultimate Gift Set version, which I have yet to pick up. And it was also issued in a cut-down version on the Blu-ray. And there's a segment called, I think it's called A Look Back, where it was cut down to about 30 minutes or so. But yeah, and of course this was common for the THX brand remasterization to have a little behind the scenes featurette about the making of the movie. So there you go. There's my haul for this time around. Don't know when my next one will be, but it'll probably be soon. So from me to you, see you later.